Risking Everything is a collection of documents, eyewitness accounts, from the summer of 1964, which is now known as Freedom Summer, a pivotal event in the civil rights movement. Risking Everything contains the voices of all the types of people who were involved. There were thousands of ordinary African-American citizens in Mississippi who risked their lives in front of Klan firebombs and police shotguns to make this happen. There were 120 activists who worked for CORE or for SNCC, and they too generated lots of records and left memories of what it's like. CORE, the Congress on Racial Equality, was committed to nonviolence and had been formed in the 1940s. SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, was made up largely of college students who dropped out of college in order to fight for civil rights full-time. We even put in documents by the Klan and by the state of Mississippi officials who were trying to undermine and thwart Freedom Summer. People speak for themselves across a wide spectrum of opinion. I hope that readers will appreciate how different America was only 50 years ago. The other thing I hope readers get from it is an understanding of how brave their grandparents had to be. And maybe young readers in particular will think, if my grandmother's generation could overturn Jim Crow, why should I put up with the world the way it is today? My two favorite documents in the book are a letter written on July 4th, 1964 by a white volunteer named Ellen Lake, describing to her parents what it's like to go door to door and try to persuade African-American residents to try to attempt to register to vote. Partly it's because it's July 4th, but she reflects on what America means to these people who have been excluded from America. Quite a moving letter. Another favorite is an unpublished essay by a SNCC member named Charlie Cobb, who had the idea for freedom schools. And in this essay, he talks about the power of the media to control people's ideas, and how maybe the most useful thing that the civil rights movement can do is undermine the white supremacist indoctrination that generations of black Mississippians had internalized. One of the things the freedom schools taught was that knowledge is power. And I'd like to think that people who read this book will gain more knowledge about where their own America came from, and that will give them more power to make it into what they wish it could become.